Dudes and dudettes, how are you guys? This is Chazzy and welcome back to The Mixer, the segment on YouTube where I talk about random stuff and give you guys very informative details about said stuff, and I'm always on top of the stuff that's happening around the world. But anyway, so today's video is going to be about something that I thought was very interesting during my recent research for my, my sort of, how can I say, my spreadsheet, to create ideas for YouTube videos. I was researching a few different things to talk about, and I jotted this down because I thought it was really interesting, And you guys might probably think that the title of this video refers to the blue whale, which is the biggest mammal on the planet. But if you guys can believe it, there is a living organism that is even bigger than the blue whale. That's right, folks. Today's well, not really an animal, but it is a living organism. It's even bigger than the blue whale. Now, here's the thing. I don't know how to pronounce it. I will try, but there's a good chance that I'm going to butcher it. It is the Armelia ostoyi. That thing here, it's showing up right here on the screen right now. Just try to pronounce this yourself, It is basically a fungus. It is essentially a giant fungus located in the region of Blue Mountains in Oregon, specifically in the Malheur National Park, Very nice place. I would love to visit Oregon, specifically Portland, but I would probably make some time to go to visit this place here, even though that this very huge thing scares me. But anyway, it belongs to the Armelia family, the gender of the fungi, And you guys might be thinking that this video is probably stupid, this is clickbait. Why the hell is Chazzy trying to convince us that a fungus is the biggest thing on Earth? Well, that's where it gets very interesting, okay? Now, this fungus is estimated to be about 2,400 years old, all right? That's 2,400 years old. That is a very old living thing, and it has been growing ever since, The crazy thing about this thing is that it is entirely underground. It is completely underground. You can't even see it. The way that it manifests itself is through mushrooms here and there, I thought it was a really cool detail, and I think that these kinds of things, like, I don't know, it fascinates me to a certain degree, but at the same time it scares me because of how huge it is, And I have an itch on my knee here, it's freaking killing me. But the thing with this thing, guys, is that to give you a rough estimate more or less of how big it is completely submerged underground. It is an underground fungus, The only way that you can see its presence is through these mushrooms here and there, This thing is 1,220 football fields long. Just a little bit bigger than a blue whale, wouldn't you say? And I'm gonna show you guys a few photos of it right now. As you can see, it's pretty big. It covers roughly around 3.5 square kilometers. So that those, that 1,200 or so football fields, that covers about 3.5 square miles of area, or 9 square kilometers for those of you who like those statistics and stuff, Now, here's the thing. Regarding how this thing works, I don't even know. I don't know how it's even alive, because fungi, they are living things. They do actually exist, They sort of kind of reproduce in the way that they expand and grow, and it's kind of like plants and trees, They're alive, it just doesn't seem like they are, because they're not like animals that move around freely and that kind of thing, But they are very much alive, Fungi are very alive, and some of them are actually dangerous, Funny thing about this one, though, despite being the biggest thing alive on the planet, it's not even dangerous. It's not poisonous. People actually use it. You can actually cook it and cook it, and eat it. Wait, I said cook it and cook it. I meant to say you can cut it out and cook it and eat it. You can use it to make medicine, medicinal items, So it's actually very helpful, It's not something that's dangerous enough to the point of actually hurting you, Of course, it probably depends on how you prepare it, but I'm sure that's just a whole different story. Now, just to give you guys an idea of how hard it would be to extract this thing, let's say a scientist would ever want to maybe for some reason uproot the whole thing just to see exactly how big it is, or try to use the entire thing for some kind of medicinal purpose. The thing with this fungus specifically, is that it weighs 605 tons. Not pounds, tons. try lifting that, you know, try doing a bench pressing marathon, you know, try to lift that, you know. If you get every bodybuilder on the planet, you know, to try to lift this thing, they probably wouldn't be able to, because it's underground, guys, you know. Think of like a really big tree. Trees have roots, right? Try to think of a root that goes down, you know, 3.5 square kilometers, as big as over 1,000 football fields, and weighs 605 tons. It is impossible to move this thing, you know. I just think it's really amazing, and it's so amazing. I'm gonna show you guys a few more photos here. Yeah, it's really cool, you know. I really like these kinds of videos where I can edit in some photos and clips and stuff, you know. And I just thought it was really impressive, you know. Now, the thing with this thing specifically, you know, when it comes to mushrooms, I'm not a really big fan. I think I tried them for the first time when I ate some Japanese food here in Sao Paulo, but I'm not really a big fan, you know. So, like, people who extract this fungus to eat the mushrooms to use in their day-to-day cooking activities, I probably wouldn't really like that too much, you know, because I'm afraid of mushrooms. Like, I love them in Mario games. I love having them in Mario games, you know, to eat and grow bigger and stronger and stuff, but actually, like, eating them in my day-to-day life, I probably wouldn't really be a big fan of that, you know. I don't know, I don't really enjoy having that kind of thing, you know. But try to think of what I'm telling you here, guys. Try to think of what I've been saying to you, you know, this whole time. Try to wrap your head around the fact that somewhere in Oregon there exists a living organism bigger than the blue whale, which for the longest time I actually thought was the biggest animal on the planet, you know. I'm pretty sure that the whale is the biggest mammal that has ever lived, you know. If you go back to prehistoric times, I think to this day it still is the biggest mammal. I'm actually not sure if that's true, but you know, if it is, it is. If it's not, I'll just fix it in post. But I know that for a fact that it is the biggest mammal on the planet today, you know, at least the biggest sea mammal. The biggest land mammal is the African elephant, you know. But I'm not getting into animals in this video here. That's topic for another video. But the point is, guys, that this fungus is huge, you know. It is huge, and it is actually scary, because you think of a fungus, you don't exactly think of a living thing that grows and expands and actually has a lifespan, you know. You think of a fungus as kind of like a plague, you know, something that really is detestable, like insects, you know, bugs, something that I hate, that I will talk about in a future video. But I just think it's really impressive all the same, you know. I think it's really cool that something this big exists out there just under the surface of the earth, and it's bigger than the blue whale. Now, another thing that I think is fascinating is how old this thing is, you know, 2,400 years old. I mean, if you're a religious person and you believe in the Bible, that pretty much dates all the way back to the Bible, right? That goes back around 2,000 years, more or less, you know, or maybe even more, because, well, we're in the year 2020, so yeah, pretty much like going back to year 0 and then going back a few hundred years. That's how old this fungus is, you know. So I can imagine that the terrain around it has gone unchanged for quite a long time, you know. And yeah, really don't know what else I can say. I just thought it was really cool, a very impressive little tidbit of information, you know. And I wasn't really sure how long this video would be. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of information about it, you know. And it's really cool, like to wrap my head around this thing, you know, how big it is and how long it's been on this planet. I think it's just fascinating, and I like big things. That's what she said. You know, I like researching these things and giving you guys these tidbits of info, even if they come out like very short videos, you know. But anyway, if you ever happen to be walking down in Blue Mountains region of Oregon and you want to take a look, you know, take some photos, some videos, you know, throw them up on your YouTube channel so I can see them, you know. But be careful, you know, it's a fungus, it's not poisonous as far as people know, but still, I wouldn't mess around with it. Like, I probably wouldn't hang out for too long around the area, you know, because I don't know, what if it does actually come to life in a different way, and then tentacles sprout out from the ground and grab me and pull me down into the soil. It's nightmare fuel, you know. It's like the movie The Forest. But anyway, I don't even know what else I can say. I think that's pretty much it, really. Just wanted to kind of talk a little bit about that, you know, and to give you guys this a little heads up that the blue whale is not the biggest thing on the planet, you know. I just thought this was really cool. I thought it was really fascinating, and I wanted to share it with you guys, you know. I think that's it, really. I think that's all I can offer for this video. If you guys are curious enough, go and research it yourself, you know. I think it's really cool. And to be really honest, guys, like, I'm really enjoying doing these informative videos, and they'll give you guys a little bit more education, talking about geography and nature and things of the sort, you know. And I'm really liking it. I hope you guys are too. It's giving me a chance to put a little bit of a twist on my mixer segment, you know. So yeah. So drop a comment or two telling me what you guys thought, if you thought this was interesting and if you actually knew that this fungus existed, One more time, Armadillia ostodoya or something like that, however the hell it's pronounced, Let me know if you guys knew about this fungus, if you knew it existed, and if you knew it actually was bigger than the blue whale, I thought it was really cool. I just wanted to share it out with you guys, Malheur National Park in Oregon. I gotta make a mental note to visit it one day, check this thing out. Very cool. But yeah, so that's it. That's today's video. Very short, sweet, to the point. Just wanted to share this with you guys, and talk a little bit about it. And I'm going to be trying to research other things. I'm sorry if I don't sound very enthusiastic, guys. It's because I'm actually very, very tired. I am exhausted, I started working, I got a new job recently, and it's making me wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning and walking down to work in the hot sun, walking back to my house in the hot sun, and I had to go do other things because my parents are traveling, so I had to go to their house and pretty much house sit for them and my dog, so it's been really tiring, but I really wanted to record videos anyway, so I'm here. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying my content. And that's it for now. I'm gonna go grab a drink of water before recording the next one. This is Chazzy, signing out for now, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. I'm so tired.